We need a reason to change. This was my first quote in my notebook, so it's a bit special to me. We'll break it down. It sounds simple, but there is some empowerment in this quote. So, we all tend to go through things that we don't really like, and we get stuck in this mindset of this feels bad, so this is bad. But if we look back, some of these moments where we were forced to change direction came from a direction not working anymore. These are valuable moments, but it is hard to appreciate them in the moment. This is why it is difficult if you're a teacher. You will go through a period where you try to change people because you have a reason to change, but these people, they don't really have that yet. Some people, myself included, need to go into a wall to change direction. We need a reason to change. If we didn't have a reason, we would just be going in a direction. Nassim Taleb writes about this in the book called The Black Swan, where he explains that some of the biggest changes or the most impactful moments in our lives weren't planned. They were birthed out of something we didn't think could happen. And these are often our reasons for change too. They work in similar ways. Sometimes we are forced to pick a new path, so to speak. Like a person is not going to drink water unless they are thirsty. They're not going to eat unless they are hungry. So they are not going to change unless there is a certain discomfort. If we think about this for a while, we can actually change our relationship with discomfort. If we recognize that discomfort is our system working exactly as it should, and it is our choice to listen to it and make a change, or not listen to it and let the pain change us. Yeah. We need a reason to change. So, if we appreciate change, at least in hindsight, we can also learn how to appreciate these reasons for change in hindsight, and then carry on this insight into where we are now. We might be going through some of these reasons for change right now, and we are taught to run away from this discomfort when actually this discomfort is showing us something, and it's better to learn this pattern so that one can be aligned with these smaller discomforts than to be unaligned with the larger discomforts. And you might be thinking, oh, but my discomfort is special. And this is another little mind trap that I think most people go through. We tend to think that my pain, my harshness, my discomfort, whatever it is, if it's physical or spiritual or mental, we tend to think that my pain is somehow special, that it is some kind of special purpose pain given to me that is unalchemizable, but that's simply not true. Actually, just the thought of one thinking that my pain is special makes this pain special. Discomfort is like really the path to change, but discomfort in some way can become comfort. It is just that when we say that this comfort in my life is somehow special, it becomes special. We create this illusion and we follow this illusion, and it gets stronger and stronger, but this can be rewinded. One thing that I learned from going down this trap of creating this special pain for myself, first of all, it is a little bit ego-based, that somehow my pain, my discomfort, out of all 8 billion people, 9 billion, however many we are, is the one pain that is special. There is an ego there that has snuck into this victim mentality, right? The worst kind of pain is when the victim meets the ego. You get the worst of both worlds. And if I were to tell myself just one thing from this past rainy period in my life that ended up being such a big help for making my life more fertile, it would be to realize that the only way to break a man or a woman is to make him believe that he is broken. So don't make yourself believe that you are broken. Instead, recognize that everything breathes in and out, like the seasons, like our lives, pain leading to growth, leading to more pain, the pain becoming discomfort, and in the end somebody can see this pattern and actually surf on these patterns. Every system breathes in and out. Once we learn how to see this, we can stop working against some of these natural powers and actually have a good time. So we need a reason to change. That is something that we can take to heart. And if you feel like your heart or whatever is the center of you is broken, remember that your pain is not special. That might be ego and victimhood coming together, and it is your job to consume what makes you empowered and not consume what makes you disempowered. And eventually this will melt away. Empower yourself before trying to empower others. The only way to make a man believe he is broken is for him to believe it. So don't believe that about yourself. There are nicer things you can believe about the world. So this was a short video in the rain. Hopefully it reached someone. Yeah. Thank you so much. Bye.